Hey, what's up you guys, this is SGB618 here, and today I'm going to be talking about why I'm not excited for Sonic Frontiers. You guys are going to love me for this because I'm just going to give you the short and sweet answer right here, right now, and then just elaborate on it for the rest of the video. I'm just going to leave this here for a little bit. I would give you some time to figure it out, but I feel like you guys have probably figured it out already and potentially got my point already. Why do so many of these modern games have to look like Breath of the Wild? Now, am I saying that Breath of the Wild is a terrible game? No. Now, I haven't completed it and I don't actually own it myself, but I have played it before and I actually enjoyed that little play session that I had of Breath of the Wild. That's how much of a good game it is. I've only played it a little bit and I genuinely enjoyed it. I would even go as far as to say that Pokemon Legends Arceus is a good game. Admittedly, I didn't like it at first, but when my friend encouraged me to play it some more, I ended up enjoying it a little bit more. And I'm not even saying that Sonic Frontiers won't be an enjoyable game. I just don't like how this game looks. Not from a graphical standpoint, but in terms of setting. Why do all of these games, especially these modern games, have to be set in bland ruins? It works for Breath of the Wild because it's part of the story, and I feel like Pokemon Legends Arceus can get away with it due to being set in olden times, before Pokemon and humans were getting on quite well, so it gets a pass from me ever so slightly. Sonic Frontiers now? Okay, the video game industry is just taking a mick now. Why do we need this many games to look like this? I know that you're probably trying to cash in with that whole Breath of the Wild look. Breath of the Wild sold pretty well on the Switch, so naturally you want to try and copy its success. I kind of get that, but Sonic to me has a very similar appeal to Mario. He's colourful, his games have really interesting locations, it has a more block look to it. If Sonic was thrown into a 3D World-esque game, I feel like, okay, yeah, it would be strange because it's a different franchise, but his art style isn't too far off from Mario. You know, that pop art look. My ultimate point here is, imagine if Super Mario Odyssey looked like this. Again, not in terms of graphics, but in terms of setting. Imagine if the Mario open world game that a ton of people were waiting for wasn't set in a Mario type of location, but was set in a Breath of the Wild type location, and gave us a whole heap of waffle in terms of, oh, this is why Mario's here, that's why the adventure's here. At the end of the day, that waffle explaining as to why Mario was in that location is just so you can get away with copy and pasting the Breath of the Wild-esque design of that location. Let's be real here. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong to switch things up a bit. I'm not saying that Sonic shouldn't be allowed to touch any kind of ruin level. And I'm not saying that Sonic games aren't feeling a little bit samey, especially the 3D ones where you just blast your way forward and that's about it. If anything, it's actually kind of cool that they're trying to switch things up in terms of location. It's not just full of neon lights or just in a ruined city. They're actually trying to switch the location up a little bit. Problem is that this sort of location has been done to death by now, and they're advertising it like, oh, it's a brand new adventure. And in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, done this before. In my opinion, based off of what we've seen, Sonic Frontiers doesn't really look like a game that's trying to push the Sonic franchise forward. It's more of a desperation for relevancy, and the reason why I say that is because, again, Breath of the Wild, Pokemon Legends Arceus, just to name a few, are games that are set in these types of locations. So Sega is saying, oh, so if we throw Sonic in a location like this and base the game off of this location, then oh my days, people will be like, oh, this looks familiar, let's hop back into Sonic because it's familiar. That's just the way that I see it. Again, I'm not saying it's wrong, I just think that this wasn't the best approach to take with Sonic Frontiers. When I think of Sonic, I don't think of old ruins, I think of Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, Casino Night Zone, stuff like that. Imagine those in 3D. Okay, yeah, we kind of had that in Sonic Generations, but that is the style of Sonic. Unless, if you wanted something different, do what Mario Odyssey did. And okay, yeah, each world had very different styles and very different themes, but it still felt like a Mario game. But not to the extent that it felt samey, it still felt different, but not so different that it felt like it was copying something else. Again, I've always felt like Mario and Sonic follow a very similar formula, so I can't see why Sega would be unable to do something like this. Not blatantly rip the idea from Odyssey or just blatantly copy and paste the idea, but implement it in a very Sonic way. And instead of just copy and pasting locations and just copying other games just for a cash grab, why don't you actually build something from the ground up that's still very relevant to the game series, that's actually visually appealing, and maybe people like me will actually buy it. But anyway, I know that turned into a bit of a rant, but that's why I'm not very excited for Sonic Frontiers. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. Please comment down below your thoughts on the points that I made in this video. Did you agree with them? Did you not? And let me know, are you going to be picking up Sonic Frontiers when it comes out? And what do you think about the Breath of the Wild-esque location? Anyway, thank you for watching, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.